we wake up then, Nick. So I really don't want to have her for too long.
And me, you know, for one for too long.
No man, you can take the battery.
Tell her, yeah, Ken. I know what
That is a very loaded statement.
God
You know?
have mercy upon us.
She
You know?
isn't right.
Sound like how man wake up in the middle of the night and man say,
Yo, no, we can't.
Welcome to the Undiluted Corner, where truth is our refrain. Relationships, health, and wealth, we're breaking every chain. Grab a seat, join the talk. In this corner, we unite. The Undiluted Corner, where we shed the light. This is the Undiluted Corner. Raw truth, real conversation.
welcome to the Undiluted Corner. This is the installment of our 12th episode. I am your host, Ali, alongside my erudite co-host, Andy.
Yeah man, bless.
Andy, what going to general?
There.
They are like the mayor's youth.
Yeah, you know it go.
Watch your man in our Arsenal shirt.
Yeah, we have to bright it up, you know. Gunners for life.
Bun that.
Then it's have won that, you know. So.
Our Man U fan. Me and Man U and KC people have not get along, you know.
Yeah, so tell you from now. Talk from now.
So I'm the Chelsea fan.
One United.
Jesus.
Where you reach over there? Stay there,
We
man.
can't
Yeah, we call it that. Comes the guy.
That's your real conversation as you.
Yeah, man. Come we kick her out that conversation, man.
Yeah, but I stay in a million.
Which side Sasha carry now? Chelsea, she said?
You know why here? She said we stay in a million.
Yeah, make me see this then. Make me see another.
Alright, that's thing. So, guys, we have a stellar panel tonight. We have the great Sasha alongside the impeccable Benny. Yeah?
Burger.
And tonight we are tackling up the topic. Should your current partner know about your past? So, and tell the people them what them can find out.
Yeah, man. So, guys, we're on YouTube, obviously, at the Undiluted Corner. Please go on, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you like. Tell us, you know, whatever you like, whatever you don't like. We'll try to address it. If you don't want it so publicized, you can reach out to us via email at the Undiluted Corner, the number 7 at gmail.com. That's the Undiluted Corner, the number 7 at gmail.com. And also, we are on Instagram at the _undiluted corner. That's the _undiluted corner. Yes, my G.
Mad thing. So we are going to jump right into it.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, Sasha, should your current partner know about your past?
Wait a sec.
Should your current partner know about your past?
Yeah, straight to it.
Well, for me, it depends on the why. If they want to know about my past, to love to learn how to understand me or love me better, then fine. But if it's for judgment, then I'm not see where it's necessary.
But what we use to determine?
I'm going to probe you some more. Why it can't be both?
Or both, yeah.
Watch it probe talk.
Yeah, man, I'm probing you know why it can't be both.
Well, why the past should matter though, unless it affects the future and the present.
All right, so why should go on?
If it not affect the now,
Yeah.
in terms of health, financial, emotional, or any other one of those things, why does it matter now?
All right, fine. So yeah, so why does it matter now? Because every person is a brand. So Ali is a brand, Andy is a brand. Now, your past might have some things in there where if me know, or if me find out about whether I did through you or somebody else or whatever, it can damage the brand. So,
Right.
what you how you see that? Because everybody is a brand, you know.
That's true. That's why I'm saying that if it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't say, let's say I have something in my past that I know
Mm-hmm.
will affect our present or future, such as if me they get locked up
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and my partner go for a top secret clearance, then
Mm-hmm.
he would have to know say at some point me they get locked up because
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna affect his future and his
Mm-hmm.
present. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's your take on it, Denise?
For me personally, I feel like a lot of the times, in order to know where you're going, is nice to know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I'm somebody that I don't need to know everything, but I do like to know certain things. But then another thing too is you're not going to know everybody. You're not going to know your partner overnight. You get what I'm saying? So you have to
So.
always be prepared to learn something new about your partner every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, as I
I,
mean,
I don't have a
both of
problem
you
with it.
guys. I guess a question I have that based on the responses from both of you ladies um is, well, Sasha kind of alluded to it a little bit
Mm-hmm.
earlier where she mentioned if it doesn't affect the present and the past, but
Still want to interrogate
yeah,
Sasha some more. You know?
how we determine what
Yeah.
affects the present and the past. Suppose something that you are thinking that don't affect the present and the
Mm-hmm.
past, in our mind it actually does.
Yeah.
well, that would be a conversation between me and my partner, right? So therefore, at that point, would I know what his likes or dislikes are, and
Mm-hmm.
then me would I know like, all right. For instance, let's say me date 10 man,
Mm-hmm.
just for you know.
Yeah.
Suppose it's a situation why I date those 10 man, and maybe it's no fault of nobody why I did that, right?
Mhm.
But because of situation, it just led to that. Why would that matter to you if I'm not doing that? No. Like if not one time, or if that's not the situation, no. Why would it matter? Is my question.
Mm,
Do you want to understand? Do you want to hear that to understand and to love me better? Or do you want to hear about that to judge me?
mm,
And me still I go back to it, you know. Me I say it could be both because, all right, me probably and this one about me personally now, but a man can look on it and say, boy, all right, based on your dating history. Let's say you would have date 10 man over 2 year period. A man can look on that and probably keckle up the thing and say, boy, maybe you can hold on a long-term relationship. So how far me should I go with you? Should it be that, boy, may you buy 2 jerk chicken and drink some sorrel beer and we go out on the Palisades strip and call it a day? How far me if you go with you, given the fact that you did 10 man in a 2 year. So obviously, you know, hold on nothing serious for a long time. So sometimes people use them something there as part of risk management in terms of say, yo, oh me I go, what kind of risk we take? So me can either avoid the risk or me can mitigate the risk.
mm.
Mm.
But wouldn't you have loved your partner for more than the 10 man we should sleep with, though? Wouldn't there be more depths to that? And then you try to understand the why to it instead of like going towards the judgment part of it. I don't know.
Well,
Be-
well, two things can be true at the same time. You see me? Because it could be a situation where, I mean, and me could say we empathize with all victims of sexual abuse. So I want to put that out there. But in our case, for example, where I mean, I've known of situation where women were raped, and because how it make them feel at the time, them just feel like say, hey, their body, them not really feel no value upon them body again.
Mhm.
So it take them a time to come back around to start honor them body in a certain way. So for a little while, you know, Roger Wild talk say a while out tonight, them just
Mhm.
while out for a little bit. But it is not
Mhm.
their natural disposition. But it's
Right.
because of a traumatic experience would have led to that form of behavior. So I would say the two things can be true. But I guess in that case, it would have to be for your partner to weigh up what is
Mhm.
more important to him. Is it more important of how externally it is gonna affect his network, or
Mhm.
is it more important what you are bringing to him at that particular point? That is
Right.
what I would say to that.
Right.
Mm.
Denick.
Mm.
I feel like there's so many layers to this conversation.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
you can't. It's never a solid yes they should or no they shouldn't, because
Mhm.
we have to be able to read the people that we're with, the people that we're dating, the people that we choose to create, the person that we choose to create a life with, and understand that, okay, can you handle me telling you something? Like, just as the example that we're gonna use. If you know, say, the man where you're there with never yet listen to Dexter Daps, then you can't tell him say you did up 10 man, because him not gonna want to be 11. Yeah.
Mhm.
So we have to really be able to gauge the personalities and be tactful. It sounds premeditated, but it's just a fact. You know, it's just a reality. We have to understand what our partners can handle, what they can't handle. And again, you have some people, just like Ali said, you have some people that the both are not mutually exclusive. They can
Mhm.
be there to love you, but they can also be there to judge you. You know what I
Mhm.
Mhm.
mean? Even without wanting to. And you just have some people out there that just genuinely cannot see past certain things. Like,
Mhm.
if you tell somebody X, okay, I dated 10 guys over the period of a period of 2 years, they can't see past that information. No matter
Mm.
how much they
Mm.
loved you before, it's like you tell them something like that and it's stuck on them. Like, they can't see past that. So yeah, it's all about, like, you guys said, mitigating the situation, managing it. And I mean, me
Mhm.
personally, I'm just the type of person that I believe that your past is a part of who you are, it's a part of your journey. So at the end of the day, I'd want to know. um but I do also understand that men and women are different, so men handle
Mhm.
situations differently. So you can tell me something about your past and it not gonna affect me, but me, I gotta tell you something about my past and it stress you out and you
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
eat and you can't sleep.
yeah.
So all of those things come into play when we're talking about this.
I mean, I'm a big advocate of the point of I want to give you full information and you decide how you deal with it. Um,
100%.
Me
yeah,
too. 100%.
I better me tell you, and
Transparency.
it will kind of bring me even into the next point as well, because now me say for argument's sake, me withhold something from you. Because again, when me read you as my partner, me I say, boy, probably it's not the right time to tell you X as yet, right? But then you're gonna hear somebody else, you hear it from
Mhm.
somebody else. We know I look on how that affect the relationship, because it may be a case where it bring in trust in the mix now. It a go say, boy, transparent, or whatever the case may be. And that partner being so um I guess lost in them feelings now. Now go even look on the point of you never share this with me because you just probably never feel like it was the time yet. Them I go just look on it to say, yo, you just never share this with me because you probably just never want me know. Especially if it's something bad.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So but on that point though, then me take that point to say, boy, you definitely need to understand the person. Um Me not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily like outside nice in the relationship, because
Mhm.
then I mean it force you for hatch certain egg where you never even want to hatch as yet. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So you want to
Mhm.
kind of
Mhm.
manage the thing, and your partner have to also know say, boy, make we keep the thing yes so then if I so be the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mad
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah. So
Agree.
but on that point though, have you ladies ever withheld anything that um down the line
All
cause
the
any
time, every day.
problem
I'm not
with
even a
with
freaking masturbation. All the time.
Well, for me, me don't know. Me life will be transparent. So me talk about most things when me can remember. Once me can remember, me I talk about it.
There's a
But
whole
then,
untinted glass.
where's the alley?
A whole untinted glass.
But there is also, all right. For instance, right? Me is a product of teenage pregnancy, and that's something
Yeah.
we not talk about like openly,
Mm-hmm.
unless me feel like a time for you here. But
Yeah.
that part of it, right? And it's
Mm-hmm.
nothing bad or nothing crazy, but it's just a place where me not like go back.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the person me not live in my past. Me always I look forward for progress. But I must say I agree with Denique when it say you have to know the past in order to know where you're going in the future. That somewhat is right in the
Mm-hmm.
sense of, for instance, if he's a gambler.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the past are the important things them want to hear about. Want to hear about if he's a thief, gambler, if you will commit a crime. Yeah, if you drink, smoke, them something. If you're there with 10 girls before, me not care about that as long as you're not there with them now. You
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
understand? So I might think that. But anything if it can affect me, present or future, like you said, Ali, we are all a brand. Anything that can
Mm-hmm.
affect my brand, if you know that it will, because I'm like I said, I love progress. So I'm always progressing. So therefore, if you know you have something in your past, well, while in my progression, it will amplify me or stop me from progressing, you need to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just saw me feel about that.
Mm. In a case like that now, Sash, where you mentioned the teenage pregnancy scene,
Mhm.
um and that may not be something where you necessarily want to talk about. But sometimes I'm thinking if it's a case where it may bring across a certain behavior where if me know said that was the situation, then it kind of put me in a better position to kind of navigate a little bit easier. You know what I mean?
Right.
So even though it may be a case where you don't want to talk about it, but it it probably would still be considered important for raise because now it kind of put me in a position where we know how better to navigate the situation. Or if me see I have a certain, attitude or whatever it may be, when we can
Mhm.
say, oh, probably it's a case of, whatever happening in the past, it probably still a process or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean?
True. All right. For example, for me, I can be very short, like to the point, like, and that's me gaining control, right? And for the longest, I used to have like a wall up. I don't let people in, right?
Mm-hmm.
With that, because of the delicacy of it, I can't see myself telling everybody about that. I
Mm-hmm.
have to feel safe. I have to feel like I can trust you. You see what I'm saying? For me to even open up about things like that, knowing that you want to know because you want to understand me better.
Mm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Denique, any take on it?
I mean, you guys are pretty much saying everything that I wanted to say, you know?
All right, me never ever shy away from controversy. I'll
Uh,
just leave that.
you see, or you
Yeah,
don't be Jacob no.
yeah, man. Me
Cut it
can't,
to
me
from
can't, me
night.
can't help myself. Me can't.
Cut it to from night.
Yeah. So is it all right? So you don't believe say like people sometimes overshare things about
Oh,
them past,
all
cause
the time.
a
all the time.
situation where, for example, now a man and a woman they and they you did have a man and you did a perfect yamid to him and certain things you all put all bank, you all make him get all your bank pin and them thing they seen.
Hey, but
Your ABM and them thing there.
Fully love out business.
Now him start. Now him start.
Love
Now
it.
you tell your new man about them something you know, and then now him start. You never ever know. Some people are sleeping sleep.
Yes,
I never ever
yes.
know them capable of. And
Yeah.
then now
yeah.
because you tell him this, he must say, I saw she stay. You see
Mm-hmm.
me? Me I go nil her, you know. So at some point, you know, him say, all right, she used to do this. Now you plan, you know, say, boy, me now go back down the road, I go do certain things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But because you tell him these things now, he has an expectation. So because you used to do this in your past relationship, he might expect, you know, you are gonna do this, you are gonna do the same thing, you are gonna get the same
Mm-hmm.
treatment. And when now you would have learned because you get burnt
Right.
and you now do certain things, you must say, so you did do this for and you now do this for me. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? And it start cause a crocus
Right.
bag a problem. You don't believe so sometimes people overshare. I want to know perspective on that.
Then you go first.
Yeah.
Mm.
100%,
Then it
a
grab up that
thousand
one.
percent actually.
Mm.
Like people, you know what it is? It's for me, it all boils down to respect. Like, on my journey, I've grown so much, I've learned so much. Just like Sash said before, sometimes it's not that you don't want to tell your partner certain things, it's just that you don't remember. Like for me, like at my age, like I've lived some life.
Mm.
I'm not gonna say, oh, there are people I don't remember that I've met. There are things that I've done that I don't remember. So
Mm.
sometimes it's like that's the case, but I feel like it all boils down to respect. I feel like when you have respect for somebody, you don't tell them certain things. Like
You
Mm-hmm.
in
think
that
so?
case and point, that yes, and I'm getting to why
I'm
I'm saying
want to know
that
debate it. Yeah, man. The floor open for no debate it.
but in the
Mm-hmm.
in the example that Ali gave with the
Mm-hmm.
girl, expressing herself in that regard,
Mm-hmm.
that for her, that was a part of her journey. That was a lesson that she learned. That wasn't
Exactly.
necessarily something that she needed to share because that's something
Mm.
that she came to a realization on her own. That's something where she got a class
Mm-hmm.
there, she sit down in the class, she learned, she studied, she passed the test. So she never
Mm-hmm.
need to tell her man about that test there. What she
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
needed to do was just kind of follow through with her relationship and make sure, say, you see that test where you pass already, it'll come again, So make sure, say, when
Mm-hmm.
it come again, you know what to do. You get
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Ah,
It's
solid.
that for me is a lesson in self-awareness and growth. It's like, and let me just put this disclaimer: I am not a supporter of cheating in any way, shape, or form. However, I
Mm-hmm.
have some drunken man friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the one mistake that I see every single one of them make is talking to the other woman about them wife or their main
Mm-hmm.
woman. They can't do
Mm-hmm.
that. And I feel like that's what happens to men a lot. Woman,
True.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you want
yeah.
to do them something there now.
Yeah, man. I'm mainly
I
man
know enough
guilty
woman
of
where you
them.
born. And I mean, no
Mm-hmm.
disrespect to my ladies, big up on yourself. Me not talk the things them. But it's in reality of what we're saying. I think that's a man's weakness. He gets into a place where he feels comfortable sharing, but no, it also get to the point where do I respect my wife enough or my woman enough to not talk to my next woman about that? You get what I say?
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
don't want to go off topic. The topic, what the I'm trying to get across here is just respect and recognizing that there are some lessons and some journeys that are just meant for you alone to know.
Mm.
Sasha sound like you did disagree a little bit, man. More here.
Yes, because
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
what? I feel like when you share, it's respect. You feel me? For me, let me tell you, me I go share. Probably overshare too. But me I go share. But that's just
Mm.
my personality though. You feel me? I don't like like what
You
Kendrick said
not tell
earlier.
no man say you did get a next man the skin can tap your fat.
What is that?
You
No
not
man,
tell
me
him
tell
that.
him
You're not
Whitney,
telling
I
him that.
would.
You're not
Stingy,
telling him
you
that.
know me better than
Hold on,
that.
Cedric. You're not telling the man that. You're gonna call me and you're gonna say them. You think if you tell him, I'm gonna tell him, say, no, you're idiot. Where you tell him that for?
And me I go tell him anyway.
Jesus. You see?
Yeah,
So
you
don't
know
do
that.
that.
Come on.
And me I go
Don't
tell him
call me and
anyway.
ask anything.
So
Tired of you.
Fully
All
me I
wrong
right.
go tell him
outside.
anyway.
Me I put it out there, you know, if me I deal with no man, you know, boy, and boy, me no want hear if if my tool are never the greatest tool you ever work with, you know want to hear
Oh
about
God.
that tool, you know.
Oh
You
God.
work with before were greater than my own, you know. Kind
Oh
of my
God.
mind. That's why me agree
Don't
with
even bother
Denise.
go there, Ali.
In
Don't go
my
there.
mind, you know, me want to believe. So me a greatest thing since sliced bread.
Jesus.
And if me no know, say me was never the greatest thing before, you know. It no matter to me, you know.
Murder.
Yeah,
You
man.
wanna know that?
But right here and now,
So the
me
pastor,
want
you know what I
believe
know.
myself. So me are the greatest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You probably
So,
delusional, so
so wait, the pastor, you know what I know. You know what I know
No,
who
man,
the
you know
greater
what I know
than
about
you.
that pastor, man. Like
Okay.
with that summer, man.
Okay.
Like with that in our fault.
Yeah. So I filter
Mm-hmm.
the part the out.
Yeah, man,
All right.
like with that
no
in
man,
our fault.
more of a know still. Me
You want to know.
yeah man, more of a know because I
That
mean
with you, you're too enough.
Yeah,
What you
man.
want to know, Andy?
probably
What
enough.
you gonna do with it?
Probably enough. All right,
What
here
you
we
gonna
go.
do with it?
All
What
right.
you know?
When you know, in a case like that,
Yeah.
you can't control the size, but you can probably control how you deal with it. So me no want. All right, you say you no want know. Probably you not go and good and she no just no want tell you because she no want bust your little bubble brother.
Yeah, that can be true too.
But more
But
you tell me,
So
more
why
you
bubble
tell
up
me.
lick?
no,
Why in bubble up
but
lick?
what if
Me not
but
like
hold
that.
on, but me I go say something to you now. What if you are going good but relative to? Relative to. Because you cannot go on to the best of your ability, and your ability will never I'm going to use pun intended, supersede the other man the ability. You see me? Because you come across some ladies where them will
Focus
tell
on
you, say,
yourself, baby.
yeah, you,
Focus on
Yeah.
yourself.
you come across some ladies where, yo, them will tell you, say, yo, them have good sex with several different men, but there was just this man where rock for them world differently. And you can just imagine if you are
Right.
just not not that guy,
The guy.
not the guy. So you see, if me is not the guy, just like with that I want
So
for.
that means say
Like
that
with that I
particular
want for.
woman I bring our past into our present then.
Yeah, man,
Because
if
if you
she
remember when
True.
next man I keep over this so we are
But
bringing it in our present.
is it a case where she can leave it though, Sash?
Oh, you mean if I can leave it? Tell him then.
Of course.
Look
Of
because
here.
course, you can more than live.
wouldn't
It's when
you
me leave.
leave?
It's when me and you left. Sometimes not even a name me no remember.
But
Swear
Sash,
to God.
can you really leave it
I
there?
can. And it's like,
Because this
you
thing
know what's
almost like
crazy?
drugs, you know. It's
No
like
man,
you get a
listen.
high. You
You
get a
know what's
high. You get a high. You don't want it back at some point. The high
no,
the way you did get.
no.
Don't
Once
think
me
it.
left you, it's once me make a conscious decision that I'm leaving you. And when me look on you, it's like me can't feel nothing. And that's crazy. But that's after you go through the
Yeah,
motion and go through the
yeah.
healing and go through the whatever you need to go through for inner for feel good about yourself again, feel you again. Me no remember nothing about
You
you.
know,
Me no remember what you
you
did do.
sound,
Me no remember
you
nothing.
sound like
Nothing,
a
nothing me
person
no
who love
remember.
me. You is a
Sorry to
perfect
that man.
sacrifice,
I
man.
don't know who that man is.
Like what? Me no remember nothing about you.
We check the day he could have said something else. We don't know y'all follow her the
No, I'm
Yeah.
worse than her. My worse you
Worse
can
than
feel.
me.
I'm worse than her.
You said that if you name me not remember. But
Yes,
just to bring it in my
Serious
present
something.
relationship, you must be mad.
yeah, I mean, me hear Denny pressure the man them a while ago said, um, we have the
Them talk too
weakness
much.
where we talk too much, you know?
Mhm.
Um, and probably even the part I think we as men guilty of as well because we are going in a new relationship and we not feel like we are left it still. We not left it, man. We are gonna say, boy, we probably not gonna say it to you, but in our head we are say, boy, Jano, say, we don't know, I'm not sure if this up to par still,
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I mean, I just know something where we are gonna just breeze past us still.
Right.
Um, so I guess it kind of different with us men versus you guys still.
Oh, absolutely. The problem is men and women are trying to. It's like everybody just play defense. Men don't need women, women don't need men, and I think that's
Me
rubbish.
need man.
I agree.
I
Me
Yeah,
need a
need,
agree with
man.
that.
me need
I
man. Me
agree with
no.
that.
Women talking
Hey,
about I'm a strong, independent
Yeah,
woman. I don't need no man. I stay very quiet.
no. Listen, I need a man.
yeah. What
I,
are the answer when you talk, Sash?
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Come on.
I, Sasha Smith, need a man. Wait,
Yep.
me no need man. What?
Yep.
No, I need, but I need a good man.
But that's what we
Mm.
were put on this earth for.
When me go talk say me no need a man like
You
Yeah.
crazy.
know what I
How
mean?
that work?
No, most time you hear that from the women them where um a lot of women tend to when them get a little bit independent, them say them no need a man still.
But I'm fully self-sufficient and I still
You know
need a
what?
man.
Sis?
Mm.
But here to
Me
what
too.
Denise said
Like
now,
every
hear
like
this. She said the man them talk too much. We need to know the context that she's talking about. Because to me like transparency, and me like when my man talk to me. Right? Tell me anything you
Mm.
want to tell me about tell
come
me.
on, not in that
She's talking
context.
about
Not in
like
that
if
context.
right. She's talking about in the context like if you're cheating, no, you are gonna talk about when me and you are go through to a next girl, like to a next
Yes,
girl or
don't
young lady.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
yes,
we don't play
thank you.
that.
To be honest still, and based on even talking with brethren and everything, most time that is like that a part of the deal, that a part of the package where me not say it right, no
Hmm.
get me wrong, me not say it right, but them having somebody else on the side or whatever, a part of that, or part of having that relationship is where them can vent to because probably them can vent to yard.
So why they with somebody at you that you cannot
Hmm.
vent to?
Yeah, me not agree with it neither, but me just I
Okay.
tell you based
Have
on
it
how
for
me see it.
everything.
Yeah, how me see thing I work still. So and
Oh,
not just for sex,
society.
them have the person where them can vent to because them can vent a yard. Me don't know if you have somebody a yard and can vent still.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. I agree with Andy. Like in the sense where I understand where you're coming from, but there you have to be able to put a cap on it. Like for example,
Boundaries.
if you and your wife are go through something that different, have a little argument, okay, fine. But when you're gonna tell your woman certain things, like I don't know, for example, your wife have a miscarriage or them little something there, like that's crossing the line. You get
Hmm.
what I say?
Yeah, man.
Like Bill.
That gone for the extreme in the continuums too.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's
Mm-hmm.
giving out. I understand the need for to vent, but at the same time, we have to be well, I can't say we because I'm not a man. So I think men need to be more conscious of what they're saying because you can still vent, and still be able to
Keep
not
it
say
tactful.
every single thing what you want to say. Yeah,
Hmm.
keep it tactful. Exactly.
Hmm.
Okay. I mean, you mentioned a point earlier as well, Denny. I want to touch back on it a little bit. Um, when the thought kind of slipped me a while ago still.
It's okay. It happens. That is age.
Um,
God
Brain
have mercy
freeze.
upon us.
That means I get old.
That means he's in his 30s, huh?
yeah, yeah. Never check the age when we're done because me I'm probably the youngest one here, Ali.
No, man.
I'm doing a bill
You're
for
not
that
younger than
myself.
me. Me are
You're in your
23 plus.
you're in your 30s.
Early onset of Alzheimer's.
What Denny say? What Denny say?
Nobody
Then you
here
can
say
talk
younger than me. Me
foolishness.
are 23 plus.
Yeah,
And
I
me at
seriously,
18.
the thought slipped me a while ago. But in terms of boundaries though, um, again, I'm going back to the past.
Yes.
In the current relationship, what level of boundaries we're looking to set in terms of what we share? Is that just dependent on how the person is or how we know them going to take the info or what determine that level of boundary in terms of what we share?
I feel like that starts with the conversation. So, wherever, when you're just starting to get to know somebody, you're not going to, well, you shouldn't unload everything on them. I mean, everybody differs. I
That is
am
a
a
red flag in
better,
and of itself for me.
right.
If somebody start just unload everything.
Yeah. So
Because
we
you
have
don't
to be
know
able
my
to do it.
character.
Right. So it's you have to be mindful of that, and just take baby steps and gauge the conversation to wherever the conversation is going. For me personally, I'm a better question answerer than I am an asker. Like, we can have, so I prefer to be with somebody. I don't like men that talk too much, in the sense where you just talk and no action. However, I do like great conversation. So when we're talking about, the future, or we're talking about creating a life together, or talking about our likes, dislikes, where we want to be in life, what we expect from each other, those are questions now that will start to birth information, like, okay, so this situation happened, but how did you handle this situation? So those are the things that are gonna start you really looking into yourself and saying, okay, what can I share? And like I said earlier, in the initial part of our conversation, when you're not gonna remember everything one time. Like,
But yeah, yeah, yeah.
I yeah, it's like, so honestly, like, even the other day somebody said something to me and I'm like, oh Jesus, me did do that. So it's like you're not gonna remember every single thing at the same time. So this is why it's very important that your partner, whoever you're creating a life with, understands and is open to the fact that they're gonna be learning new information every single day.
Step by step.
And
Mhm.
yeah, it's that's just what it is. That's just the reality of what it is.
Yeah.
For
And
me,
yeah, go ahead, Sash.
boundaries comes with comfortability, like how comfortable you are with the person. Like, some people, you just don't get the vibe, like you can tell them nothing, so you don't tell them nothing. You get what I'm saying? And then
True.
yeah, and then you have some people that you're literally comfortable with however you and them connects is like it's different. So you feel the comfort to share. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So you
Mhm.
share
Why
whatever
I
you're comfortable with.
You
What
know.
you said? What you said, Eddie?
You know what I'm sorry now. Well, go ahead, Jay.
Awa.
What you say?
All right, tell you.
He said,
Continue,
why
Sash.
I?
Let me get the message.
So to me, it's just that. Like, I don't know.
Yes, it's
The
just
boundaries comes with that.
okay. So it comes with um
Mm.
The
how
person make you
comfortable you
feel.
are with the person.
Right, because
With
I
the
was just
person, and
about.
also how well you know
Mhm.
yourself too. I just
Yes,
Yes,
want to
because
add.
yes.
I was just about to ask a man who is just there for a little one hit wonder. Do you
For a
Hit and
little
share
run.
time.
do you share the intimate details with him or you that share with
Absolutely
somebody
not.
where you sip on a bigger level, you know?
And
Mm.
absolutely not, Ali. And that's a good point, because a lot of women, because
Mm-hmm.
they lack self awareness and
Watch
they
watch
lack
Ali face. Watch Ali face.
boundaries, they are not able to discern the difference between
Yeah.
a man we're just there for a good time and a man we're
Mm-hmm.
there for a long time. It's
Right.
Yeah.
very important, and in order to do that, you have to know who you are. You have to know what you require, what you want, what you desire. Because a lot of times, women, we're like that too. Sometimes we just want to have a good time. We don't want there for a long time. We want there for a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But you have
Mm-hmm.
to be able to
Me
discern.
always I wonder when me one there for a good time, me always end up for a long time. How the hell?
You know.
I don't understand how that works.
You know, me not look for you
Miss
though.
Lover Lover.
That is
Nah,
how
look for
God
you,
have
know.
mercy
Lover
upon
Lover,
us.
man.
All right,
But
tell you.
people will
Yo.
tell you. People will tell you. I feel like if you're talking to a girl, if the man them a talk to a girl each, and the communication is choppy, obviously that girl is not here for a long time,
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
because the person that you talk to, you're supposed to want to talk to them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
if you don't
yeah.
talk every day, there's supposed to be some excitement in the conversation when you guys get
True.
together, or when
100%.
and then you
For
have
real.
others where, like, like I said, it goes back to knowing yourself, because I know girls that they must see a man will send them a one, hey, no one again, and them get so excited and start unleash everything. And I say, yo, that brother, I don't really like you though.
Just
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Mm,
here.
yeah,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah, because these are people you have. men do it too, but yeah, a lot of the times because we're the more emotional gender,
Mhm.
we tend to want to share more, and a lot of the
Yeah.
times, remember, society has given women a biological clock.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, the other day, I hear somebody say she had turned 28 and she feel old. I'ma just laugh because I
Mm-hmm.
remember when I was that. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a whole cycle that we as women have to recognize and try and teach the girls in them 20s. Say, yo, you didn't even start living a life yet.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
even start living a life yet.
Yeah.
Give me
But
But
you
one
know, people
second. One
sometimes
second.
sometimes people self-esteem impact some of them something here though, because sometimes
But yeah,
you
hey, my
find out
friend,
where
never but
people
no
with lower
technology,
self-esteem,
she understands that she can mute it.
people with lower self-esteem tend to be seeking more external validation. So you find out in wanting
Yes,
that validation, you tend to share things that under normal circumstances you would have said, hold on a minute, mate.
100%.
What is?
Yep.
Mm.
And this is also to Ali why it's important to surround yourself
Mm-hmm.
with. I have this thing that I live by. You see, if you're in a room and you're the smartest person in the room, you need to go to a new room
The
because
wrong
nobody in
room.
that room can teach you nothing. And it's
Mhm.
not even saying you're in the wrong room, you just outgrow the room there. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you're not have to done with nobody in the group. You don't have to
Sit down
not
in
be
a one
friends with them
wrong room, you
anymore.
know, boss.
Yeah, man. The wrong
You know, me
room is
not do
it.
this with
Sit
you
down
tonight.
in a wrong room, you know.
Nah,
Yeah,
this with you
that's a
tonight,
solid point. Still, then that's a solid point.
Mm.
Um, and even before you go any further, you mentioned discernment a while ago. Um, is that
Mhm.
a skill or that a something where you have to just born with?
Yeah, I guess maybe some people are born with it. For me, that I feel like we all have it, to be honest, but we ignore it. You know what I'm saying? If it's good, that
Mm.
gut feeling, something there,
Mine is
intuition. Women
strong.
have intuition, and I think men have something. I can't remember what man have, what them call it, but it gets stronger over time when you start to pay attention more. Like my
Me just
discernment got
normally
better and
call
better
it
when
my
I started
sixth
to.
sense. But that's just me call it the sixth sense. Me
Mm.
just
Yes,
call it my
yeah,
sixth sense. Mm.
You
yeah.
But
know,
what if her sixth sense is wrong?
that was it. That was the question I was about to ask, Sash, because I see a
Hmm.
thing the other day where say women always talk about this intuition thing only
Hmm.
when them feel like a man a cheat, but when a man
True.
unhappy, them intuition no tell them.
Very true.
Exactly.
Very true.
Exactly.
But guys, that
Very
goes back to
true.
lack of self awareness.
Ah.
That goes back to lack
Mm.
of self awareness, not knowing yourself. And all right, the biggest mistake that I see a lot of women make, and listen, I just want to put it out there because me no want uno say me not take we side as women, not you guys, just the listeners.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest mistake I see that women make is focusing too much on the man. Like
Mm.
you pour into your man, but you don't need to focus on him so much. You get me?
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want to explain it properly though, because I don't want you to misunderstand.
Yeah, man, by all means.
Yes. So, um, for example,
And you can mute then.
sorry guys.
Unmute. Mm.
Yes. Yeah. So I was saying, um, yo, Jesus. Why I can't remember what my dad say?
They said,
Yeah,
for
Oh, right. So
example.
I'm saying
yeah, for
focus,
example.
focus on your partner. So focus on men. So okay, I know a girl, and she has an incredible partner. Like her man is, I would say honestly, one of the best men that I've ever met in my life.
Mm.
And just in case for the woman, well, listen, no, me don't want the man. Me don't want him. Me don't
God
say
have
so.
mercy upon us.
Me don't say so. Me don't want the
But
man. But
truth is truth.
truth is truth. He's a good man. He's a great provider. She is in want of nothing.
And
Like
big up the good man, them.
big up the good man. Them. She's in
Yeah, yeah,
want of
man.
nothing.
Give
Thank you.
thanks. Yeah, man. Respect.
Thank you.
Me can't bother with Ali. Me cannot bother with Ali. So,
Mm.
so the mistake that she makes is that every single day she finds something to argue with him about.
Oh God.
Mm.
Every day she worried about some woman at work and all of them things there. And my thing is always this to her. I remember the last conversation I had with her. I said to her, "You are completely taken care of. You need to find a hobby and stop stress out your man."
Yeah, yeah.
So you see that focus that you're giving your man, that's not good focus. That's bad
Mm-hmm.
focus.
Yeah, yeah.
And a them
Mhm.
thing there, that it is what sets it apart. So that's why I wanted to be very clear about, because I didn't want anybody to, you guys to think that I was saying, oh, don't focus on your man. No, focus on him, but
Mhm.
at the same time too, focus on yourself. Because personally, from what I've learned from my guy friends, is they love when a woman is self-aware. But then you have some insecure men too that don't like that.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
a
yeah,
good
yeah.
True.
man, a real
True.
man, likes when a woman is self-aware, a little a self-sufficient as well, but that's not gonna stop him from wanting to take care of her.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So I feel like that's the mistake a lot of women make, where we get so caught up and we stress out. I can't even say weak, you know, say me never used to, me not do them something, you know? Me don't
I
do
was just
something.
talking about
Because
this last night, I think.
uno dirty man, uno that me,
Big up the
nah
good man
mad.
them.
Big up the good man them.
We're
Yeah,
talking about
man.
the shut
Respect,
up about
man.
the dirty one them. Care about the dirty one.
Mm. We are making take a take on it, Sash. 'Cause you look like you.
So, but I was just talking about this last night. First of all, number one, I feel like in a relationship, everybody needs to have their own identity,
Mm,
right?
I agree.
And then you come together as a team. That way, nobody's overbearing
Ooh, yeah.
anybody and living in their skin. And so, to cause unhappiness.
Amen.
I just said it last night. I don't know unhappy relationship, because the minute you start moving different, and I'm a healthy communicator, I will communicate till the wheels falls off, but it's up to you as an individual to know if you want to take this relationship to a higher level or not. Now if you take too long to figure your life out and it's causing me any kind of discomfort, deuces, I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my mom used to always say, I'm so final. But why should I sit in unhappiness? I am too good for that.
Mm,
And not to tap my own shoulder, but I am good. And I like the people around me to be happy and comfortable and whole. So me can no say, me not like unhappy man. That's a number one.
mm,
And it may not be in my power to make you happy, because sometimes it's different things that makes you unhappy that has nothing to do with me.
mm-hmm.
What we can do is encourage you, motivate you, and you have to take the the
Mhm.
the encouragement and the motivation to go forth for what you want.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
happiness I keep right through.
yeah.
Right. True.
Yeah, man.
Right through.
That's
Like
very
you, and if
important,
you
man.
don't happy, you gotta go. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you're
So
not
me go
happy, you have to
try
give up.
now. Me go try. But if it can't work, some people like toxic, and some people like, and that's one
No, I'm
thing we
not
have to know
trying.
too about the
Trying.
past. The past, that's one of the
Mm-mm.
things that we need to know. If this
Yeah.
person have a toxic trait, and how, what are they doing to help themselves to navigate out of that space?
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
But you see, a lot of
Yep.
time there's what I would call a lot of role playing. There's a lack of honesty because me then
Yep.
sweet and sweet beard in a
Charlie
sugar.
Phillips.
So
yeah,
Hey,
but
yeah,
take with him, you know.
beard
One,
in a sugar and the
hey,
whole work. So me say
sugar in
boy,
the league.
me come here for impress, you know.
Yeah.
So in impressing a be a role play, me not be my real self, because me I say boy if she find out the flyer, that I go nil my thing, that I go set me back. Which me
Mm,
which me I look on it and say, hey, that is a selfish approach
it
for
is.
for really take, because it might not cause the problem now, but it will cause some problem
And that's why
down
you're
yeah,
gonna
the
yeah,
lose
line.
her.
yeah, man.
You understand? So, may I say part of the problem is that a lot of people, you're talking about that toxic trait, a lot of persons don't come out clean and say, hey, You know, so me is a person who usually project a lot in my past relationship, and it costs Ray, but this is something I have been working on, and this is what I have been doing to work on it. And then again, you have some people now who them say you are as good as your last experience. So I mean, the truth is them never ever in a healthy relationship. So
Mm-hmm.
they meet you now, where you show them a completely different life and all of that. And them just can't accept it. Say them say, hey, it is too good to be true.
Mm.
So them have to
100%.
manifest. So them have to manifest the toxicity
Yeah,
where them
and cause
use to
problem.
even do it good.
Jesus, Ali.
Yeah, man.
Murder.
Come on, let's look at me face that.
Mhm.
You hit it. You hit the nail. Seriously. But it's true.
All
Mighty
right, yeah.
God.
Mhm.
I
It's a
have
Alex
you wonder
one
what
there.
keep.
Yeah, man.
Like, why are you like this?
Mhm.
All right, you know. The feeling we're still, some people like toxic still, So even if you admit it, some people will still work with them. Me
And
hear people say them like toxic already.
I think it's lack of self-love too. And
Mm.
like what Denique said before,
I mean,
self-awareness.
a little toxicity never hurt nobody, but it
Oh
can't be
God,
your
Denique.
defining character. No, it can't be your defining character. Like you,
Me not like nothing
that is what we
toxic.
should be. That's what we should be role playing. It shouldn't be that is who you are. You get what I'm saying? Because
Mm.
you can only pretend for so long.
Yeah,
Mm.
man.
One day the mask have to drop off.
Have to drop
For
off.
real. For real.
And
You
that's
know
so
what?
you're gonna lose the person.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
real. You know what? Go make my night
No,
toxic. You know.
and
Go through Denny
Jesus,
before
you're
me turn
Yeah.
around.
But I've been
You go,
no
go,
told
man,
go,
You
go.
no man,
serious?
man, no man.
No, man. You based on what me that go say. You officer where you say before this.
But you
I
don't know
know.
what me that
I
gonna
mean, I
say.
will get it out there.
Get it out,
You
Denny.
don't want, you don't know what the nigga said, so you get it out first, Ali.
Now, man, me that go say. My night I go get extremely toxic, because we have to go bring the episode there to an end. But I want to hear no final word before we lock off. But it sounds like you
Okay,
did have
so
something
my
very
final
interesting
word.
to say. So I want you
No,
shoot.
yeah, well, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it can be my final word, which is to clarify when I
Yes,
say a little toxicity is necessary. I mean, if
clarify.
a girl like, if a man like when them go to restaurant, let's say you're not a confrontational man, and you go to a
Yeah.
restaurant and you don't get what you want, and your woman said to the waiter, said that's not what he ordered, take it back and bring him what he ordered. Man get turned on by them. You have something that get
Me
turned on
love
by them.
that.
That's a little toxic.
Yeah,
You love
me
that
Okay.
love the
Ali.
little bag of door share because
When a girl want
me
a man
perk up
to,
to me have to rate it, be rate me make sure I do them thing
you
there.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then for another
Yeah,
thing
man.
too, in when it comes to the bedroom, you have some women who like when man thump them in them face and black and blue them eye.
Jesus
Right, right,
but
right.
I've
Christ.
been
That's
That's a real
told.
thing.
toxic.
Murder.
I real thing, man.
All right, see?
A little
A
bit.
real thing. A real thing.
Black and the nose it. I
Yeah,
don't
man. A real thing, man. Yeah, I
yeah,
agree to that one there.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
Of course you
Yeah.
would,
It's
Andy.
a little
You
yeah.
would.
toxicity, but
Of
that's why
course
I'm
you
say.
would.
I mean,
But
like a
guess what
baby
though?
Yeah.
DSM, or like a
It takes
baby
two
DSM,
people
this
that
man
are
at the
working
corner,
on themselves.
Baby DSM,
Yeah.
this Virginia
Some
take
of the empress them, man. If you now select a matic of them, nah go. You know what I mean? Yeah,
But
nah
I'm
go.
saying you can only, for me, I feel like you can only
Uh-huh.
curate that balance when the
Yes.
both of you are evolved to a certain level and you're continuing to work on yourself where you can know, say, yo, all right, you turn that. Specifically in this situation, like in the bedroom, I'm like this, but outside of the bedroom, I'm not. You get what I'm
Ah,
saying?
Mm.
Mhm.
so you compartmentalize.
You have
Yes,
to
that
because we're
word.
Ah,
all we're
I
all
love that
layered.
word.
We're all layered as human beings. We're never ever just one thing. So if you
absolutely.
see me around Ali and Andy, and
Mm-hmm.
me's a different person than when you see me around Sasha, it's not that I'm a different person. Is that
Mm-hmm.
in that moment that you saw me with each of them,
Yes.
it's whatever the conversation was bringing out, but it's me.
Mm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
still me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Yeah.
different parts of me that are being showcased in different avenues. That's all.
Got it. Agreed.
Awesome.
Agreed.
Sasha, closing words.
So for me, I would say be your authentic self, right?
Mm-hmm.
Share your past if you feel comfortable doing so.
Mm-hmm.
Don't share your past to a narcissistic person that will use it against you.
AKA
Be
I beg.
aware of who you are as a person and be aware of your surrounding and know what you need to do. But in order to, I mean, share love, you need
Mm-hmm.
freedom,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
right? And freedom meaning to you want, if you want to express your past, express that. If not, then you choose what you want to do after that. You know what I mean?
Talk your shit, sis.
But
You
that's it. That's it. I
All right.
mean,
All right.
period.
Nice.
Period.
Andy, that one you connect like strong Wi-Fi, my boss. Such
That
As
is it.
usual.
Denny,
yes, Ali.
big up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, we
Thank
love you now.
you.
We're going to bring you back again.
Yeah, man. Appreciate
Really,
It's
the
nice to
past
go
shows,
twice
man.
or thrice. Blessings.
Jesus.
Yeah, man, which is right.
Yeah, man. Ladies, big up on yourself. It was a pleasure, man.
Mm-hmm.
Night, guys. It
Yeah,
was
man.
such a
Nice.
pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
man.
having me too.
Raw truth, real conversations.
Yeah, man. Bless up. Ladies, have a great night. Out.
Thanks for joining us in the Undiluted Corner, where insights abound and perspectives are born. Relationships, health, and wealth, we've explored them all. Until next time, let's continue to stand tall. Subscribe, share, and keep the conversation alive in the Undiluted Corner, where truths thrive until we meet again. Let's keep our hearts light. The Undiluted Corner, shining ever so bright.